Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Talking Pittsburgh. It's an eco-friendly edition this morning. We're talking about the Green Workplace Challenge, and this is a fun one. I want to introduce our first award winners. Philip LeMay, Deputy Director of Allegheny County Department of Facilities Management. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Of course, and Laura Zullo, Senior Manager, Energy Initiatives, University of Pitt Facilities Management Division. Welcome.
Good morning.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
How exciting and how surprised are you that you won this award?
We were not 100% surprised. We had an inkling because our points were looking pretty good up to the end, but they didn't let us know until the award ceremony what our final count was. So there was still a little bit of nervousness when we got there, but it's exciting to win.
Now, what is the Green Workplace Challenge? It's a year long, and what does it involve?
Well, each of the agencies that opt to participate or sign up for it have to go through, they register, they pick a number of different challenges or different actions to participate in. And for municipalities it might be a little bit different because it has to do, we want to engage our citizens, show our residents that we are wanting to be sustainable, but also there's a lot of other things that all of the participants may pick as actions, like reducing energy consumption or reducing water consumption, getting employees engaged.
Right. That's the thing. How do you get, because I'm sure, you know, not everybody owns a business that's watching right now or is in charge of a county, but how does the individual person, the individual employee make a difference day to day in a challenge like this?
At Pitt, it's really been, we're trying to create a culture of sustainability. We recently completed a sustainability report that was released in January, and it really tied all of the different segments of the university together, from education to research to facilities management, green buildings, transportation, food service, all of the different segments of the university. So it was nice to tie that together and get a lot of people involved in that.
What do people find the hardest thing to cut back on? Energy, water? I'd have a problem doing water in a business because, you know, I don't think, oh, I'm running the water too long. I do it in my house, but I don't think about it at work all the time. Don't tell my bosses that.
I almost think that getting employees to understand how the little things that they do impact the bottom line or impact their budget, that's the biggest challenge. Right. Because we can put a lot of things in place that actually physically reduce energy consumption or physically reduce water consumption, you know, low flow toilets or more energy efficient equipment, and both of our agencies have done a lot of that.
Right.
But employee engagement, saying, okay, I don't need to run this heater, or maybe I can just use the copier down the hall and not my personal copier or printer, things like that. So
employees and, you know, individuals, they shouldn't be scared of this challenge. It's not as hard as you may think.
Not at all. It was actually fun. We actually, you know, Pitt, it's kind of unique. We had a resource of students. Sure. So we used student employees to actually help us with this challenge, and they did a lot of the legwork, a lot of the research. I kind of handed them the list of actions that were specific to universities and said, go find out what we can apply for, and they came up with things I didn't even expect. So it was exciting. There were things that in the dormitories, for example, that they had policies against space heaters and things that I didn't know we had policies about.
Can't have a space heater, they cause fires.
Right. We don't like space heaters. We try to avoid them at all costs. But there was just things that coming from a student's perspective, it was interesting to work with them.
And that's interesting to see that up and coming generation have these ideas on their own, and you know, I feel like my generation, we're being taught this, but I feel like they grow up knowing it.
Exactly.
There's a difference.
Exactly. They bring us all kinds of good ideas.
Yeah. So how do you keep this going? You won the challenge, you put in the year investment. How do you keep going and how do you grow?
Well, one of the things that we've done is try to do some of the basic infrastructure kinds of improvements, retrofits that last a long time. So we have continuous energy improvements. You know, since we've started, we've cut our energy costs just in the last couple of years by almost $2 million annually. Those are easy things because obviously those have residual benefits, but continuing our success really involves having our employees continually or constantly engaged. So we increased our green champions from about 60 to 100 employees so that they can really impact all the different agencies, because we're spread out all over the place. So in order to have a lasting impact, we thought we really needed more people, more employees involved, making sure their specific departments are continuing the momentum.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we're like I said, we're trying to get all the different segments of the universities to work together, and I see more emphasis in the academic areas and student involvement, especially. We have a lot of student groups that are very interested in this, so they're always bringing us ideas and asking us if we can do things, and we try to work with them as much as we can. So
very cool. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Congratulations. You're doing great work. Just want to put up the information there if you want more information on Sustainable Pittsburgh. There's their website. There's their motto: compete, save, and win. Thank you guys again so much.